What's up, Reign of Terror? We are finished with our first round of playoffs. The winning teams are the Antagonists and Raging Ray Rice, and they will be advancing into the Final Four. The eliminated teams are Where's the Beef Brady and the Sloppy Joes. But the Sloppy Joes probably aren't too upset because they are on their honeymoon in sunny Jamaica, so it's not all that bad. As always, we'll be going through the recaps of the Week 14, and then I'll be talking about our semifinal, Final Four playoff matchups coming up. In our first matchup, Raging Ray Rice resoundingly beats the Sloppy Joes. Now, was this story more about the Raging Ray Rice putting up a lot of points or Sloppy Joe's team being inadequate? I'll let you decide. Stafford and Calvin Johnson had great weeks. Demaryius Thomas, surprisingly low score. Fred Jackson met Arian Foster, 20 points. He's been very solid for Raging Ray. Kelsey, 9 points, pretty good. Stills, not so much. Seattle D did solid, so did Vinatieri. As for the Sloppy Joes, I think pretty much all of his guys underperformed with the exception of Minnesota. I mean, let's look at this. Kaepernick fell apart. Matthews, nothing. McCoy, 3 points. Ryan Matthews, he sucks, but he only got 4. I even expect better from that guy. The only consolation is Sloppy Joes is now in Jamaica. Congratulations to him and his lovely wife, Julie, and I wish them the best of luck. Let's take a sec to talk about how happy I am that I didn't have to play the Dingleberries this week. They put up about 161 points on their bye week. I'm glad I dodged that bullet. Beat Where's the Beef Brady, the antagonist, taking the win, but Where's the Beef putting up a good fight. Andrew Luck, great week. Started out kind of slow, but put up 25 points. Cobb, another off week. Bryant, not too good. Forsett, he was hurting, but he still put up 13. Joik Bell, I almost started Hill over him, but I'm glad I started Bell. Jimmy Graham, what are you doing, man? But Bailey, 11 points. And the St. Louis D doing it for me again with 27. Glad I started them this week. Where's the Beef Brady? I think Drew Brees got his lowest score of the year. He must be really disappointed about that. And Mike Wallace shit the bed. Roddy White, he was going Monday night. He had a chance to win if Roddy White could put up about 18 points and Cobb got shut down. Wishful thinking, I guess. Ingram did as bad as the other Saints did. And DeMarco Murray, he was scaring me because he got 28 points that Thursday night and started out with a good lead. Olsen did great, 13 points. And the New York Giants D also put up 27. So a good performance by Where's the Beef Brady, but it wasn't enough to take out the antagonists. So in our first semifinals matchup, we have the antagonists taking on the Dingleberries. I'm picking the antagonists to win. Maybe I'm a little biased. But we have Andrew Luck going up against Houston. He should put up good numbers. Randall Cobb against Buffalo. I don't know. Buffalo's got a tough defense, and Cobb hasn't been so great lately. But Des Bryant against Philly, I think Cowboys are going to be out for revenge against the Eagles, and they play well on the road for some reason. Forsett against Jacksonville, he should be able to run all over him, even though he's kind of hurting. Joik Bell against Minnesota, I think he should be able to run all over them. Jimmy Graham, let's hope he turns his 2 bad weeks around against Chicago. Keenan Allen, I'm starting him over Golden Tate this week against Denver. I'm not sure about it, but I think that Megatron's just stealing all Golden Tate's balls now. Baltimore defense against Jacksonville, that's a pretty good matchup. As for the Dingleberries, we have Ben Roethlisberger taking on Atlanta. Should be a good matchup for him. Julio Jones, he's kind of hurting. I don't know if he's going to play or not. He probably will, though. And he'll probably put up good points like he's been doing. Michael Floyd, I don't know if he's going to end up starting Michael Floyd. He's got Moncrief from Indy and Ruben Randall on the bench, so he might start one of them in his place. None of them are world beaters. Eddie Lacy, he's another one who's kind of hurting. Le'Veon Bell, he's the guy I'm scared most of on this team. He's been hot. 3 200-yard plus games in a row. That's got to be some kind of record or something. Gronkowski, yeah, he's probably going to put up some points, but Miami's a tough D. And the other Floyd, Malcolm Floyd, I'm not too worried about that, but he's playing Denver. Carolina D, we'll see against Tampa Bay. Should do okay on that. In our other matchup, we have Raging Ray Rice taking on Will Forks Chode. I'm picking Will Forks Chode to win because you don't want to pick against Will Forks Chode in this freaking league. He's been so good. But I think this is going to be closer than we might think. Now let's look at this. Stafford, they're playing Minnesota. I think they're going to have a good game against Minnesota. Demaryius Thomas should be bouncing back against San Diego. Fred Jackson against Green Bay. It's going to be a tough matchup for him. Arian Foster against Indy. Indy's run defense isn't all that great. Kelsey against Oakland. It's Oakland. Kenny Stills. I don't know if Brian's going to start Stills, but it's against Chicago. He might go with him. And the Seattle D against San Francisco. San Francisco's been falling apart lately. Now, Wilfork's Chode, he's got to start Tom Brady because it looks like Cam Newton's going to be out for a while. He's in a car accident. Emmanuel Sanders against San Diego. He might not have to start him if he doesn't want to because he actually has a couple other wide receivers on the bench. He has A.J. Green, Josh Gordon, and Brandon LaFell on the bench. He's got some freaking depth here. Antonio Brown, you want to start him all the time. Marshawn Lynch, he'll be starting him. Trey Mason, he's also got Vereen and Crowell on the bench, but I think he's probably going to go with Mason here. Gates, he's been, kind of going downhill lately. I don't think he's going to put up 9. DeAndre Hopkins, he might have a better option than him. And the Philly D against Dallas, I'd go with them. They've been hot. I have a cat on my back. It's an up-close cat view. So anyway, Yak owes me $50. We await the exciting conclusion of the semifinals this week. I'm very excited.